about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month.
Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Mike Fed, 180. Blue dead.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Got her on 1st down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
6-6, pull it high. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. They still can't get it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. He cuts right and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over, so that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking for Johnson that time.
55. You better be afraid of me. Hey, alert us, flag.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the
80.
44.
54. Mike. Here we go. Shift. Snickers, got to spin.
Now Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Set. 180. 22's coming, Mike. Squirrel. 22. Hey, box drop. Middle. Bring it. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
And the Steelers.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Like 20. Let's
go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Black is on.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Connor looking for space, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Alpha. I'm coming after you. Mike, 55.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Letting one go deep for the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mike 50. So we got
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Mayfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Switzer on the return. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 35-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
You. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey! 54, block 54. Regular. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Chubb. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now Mayfield on third and goal. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
This is counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Like 5! 77. Let's go, D, let's go!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
30, 66.
It's a good 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Watch the screen.
On first down, Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Connor. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Jack 16. Double bump.
Here's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go.
From the 27, Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Set, 180. Black spot forward. Run. Hey, watch it. Kill.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Basic. 44. Bravo. Shoot. Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Here we go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Like 20. Hey. Jack 16. Hey. 55. You can't block me. Mike 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here comes Grant on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Two times. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Hey, Mike 52.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Browns.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2?
Hurry!
1st down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, alert! Hey, I 7. Mike 54. Hurry! Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They run it again with Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A toss play to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
King!
What's the other? Hey, check 25.
Hurry!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
36.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And again, it's Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Check safety. Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
I got you, son.
Here's Mayfield, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I got you.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Miles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Chubb with the first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mayfield and his Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Alert! Hurry!
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillendown as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in